Hello everyone. Let us continue the series of error spotting. Yes, error spotting, a very important topic where exam is concerned. I hope you all must have revised the rules of grammar which have been taught to you earlier. चलो चलते हैं error spotting के first example for today. The repetition of these sounds stir the emotions. If you feel कोई error नहीं है, your answer should be option E. So, check each and every phrase carefully. The repetition of these sounds stir the emotions. Do you feel there is any error in this? Error है क्या? The error is in part C. And where is the error? Sounds stirs the emotion. The repetition, हम तो बात किसकी कर रहे हैं? What about the repetition? So repetition of these sounds stirs the emotions. So subject repetition is singular, hence stirs should be a singular verb. So friends, be very careful where error spotting sentences are concerned. Moving on with the next example. Unemployment as well as poverty influence the votes. And if you feel कोई error नहीं है, your answer should be option E. So read the options carefully. Is there any error in part A? Out of question, unemployment की बात कर रहे हैं. Second, in B, do you feel any error? No. Straight way connector is there as well as. अब चलते आगे. Poverty influence the votes. The votes के अंदर भी कोई error नहीं है. So where do you feel the error is there? The error is in part C. And part C के अंदर error क्या है? Again it is related to the verb. It should be influences, not influence. ये जो influence है, this should be influences. Two subjects joined by as well as take singular verb. Yes, we have done this rule, subject verb agreement, not only but also, either or, neither nor. They always agree with the subject nearest to it. Others straightway go with the earlier one. And as well as के संग हमेशा singular लगेगा. Next, tonsillitis is among those disease that is curable. Tonsillitis एक disease है. So tonsillitis is among those diseases that is curable. Any error in this sentence? Read it very carefully. And there is an error. I hope you have identified the error. You have spotted the error correctly. And the error is in part D. Tonsillitis is among those diseases. Diseases की बात करें. So the verb should be plural that are curable. A relative pronoun that, who, which used as a subject takes on a singular or plural verb according to its antecedent. Here that is referring to diseases should be that are. This is the explanation for this sentence. Next, this is the only one of the local newspapers that print such news. This is the only, no error in this part. Yes, there is no error in this part. Only one of the, कोई error नहीं है. Local newspapers that, इसमें भी नहीं है. Print such news. Now हम बात किसकी कर रहे हैं? One of the. So if it is singular, the verb should also be singular. So the error is in part D. And क्या error है? ये जो verb है, print, it should be prints. Prints such news. It is only one of the newspaper that prints. Important example, this one. Moving on with the next example for you. Each of these companies had their account books audited. क्या है इसके अंदर error? Can you spot the error? Very quickly. Easy example. Each of these, no error in this. Companies had there. Something is there in this particular part. B में कुछ error नजर आ रही है. Have you identified it? Spot कर लिया आपने error? Good. The error is in part B and क्या है? Each of these companies had क्या आना चाहिए? Had their its accounts. ये there नहीं आएगा. It should become singular. So this is the error over here. Yes. So instead of there, it should be its. Why? We are talking about each of. So a singular pronoun is used to refer to such antecedents as each, either, neither, one, etc. चलते हैं with the next example very quickly. 500 rupees seem too much for such a leather bag. 500 rupees. When I talk about numbers, distance, verb should be singular or plural. The verb should be singular. तो 500 rupees seem नहीं आना चाहिए. 500 rupees seems is the correct answer. Collective noun as well as noun phrases denoting a fixed quantity frequently take a singular verb. Yes, talking about a fixed quantity, they always take a singular verb because the group of quantity is usually regarded as a single unit. This also we have done in subject verb agreement. अगर नहीं याद आ रहा हो, please go through the video of subject verb agreement also. And friends, go through all the other videos as well, particularly grammar. Next example आ गया. These days news are traveling faster than before. Yes, कोई error नहीं होगी इस sentence के अंदर. है क्या कोई error? Can you identify any error? These days, no error in this. News are traveling faster than before. इसमें कोई error नहीं है. Traveling faster इसके अंदर कुछ नहीं है. News किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? News की. So this is the error over here. So we're talking about news. So news is always taken as singular. So the error is in part B, and this is the new. Nouns like news, measles, economics, physics, mathematics, even though they end with S, भले वो S से end करते हैं, statistics and so on, politics. There are many such words which end in S. They are always taken as singular. They are always taken as singular. Next example. बहुत प्रैक्टिस करनी है. My best friend and advisor have made this suggestion and if no error. My best friend किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? Friend and advisor. Are they two friends or one? मेरा एक दोस्त और मेरा सलाहकार. Is it one person or two person? It is one person. So यहाँ पे error क्या होगी? Error is in part C. ये have नहीं आना चाहिए. It should be has made. Because एक दोस्त तुम्हारे जो बेस्ट फ्रेंड है और तुम्हारा सलाहकार भी है. We're talking about one single person over you. Friend and advisor takes a singular verb because the subject denotes one person only. So don't get carried away by this connector and. Yes, सलाहकार और फ्रेंड एक ही बंदा है. Next example. Tanveer was one of the only players who have not participated in this match. किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? तनवीर की बात कर रहे हैं. कौन था ये? One of the players. Yes, one of the players. One of, always remember, one of is always followed by plurals. तो ये सही है. यहाँ पे कोई error नहीं है. Now one of the only players. हम बात किसकी कर रहे हैं? One player की. Who have not. So this is the error over here. Singular आना चाहिए. One of है. तो it should coincide with this. तो यहाँ पे has आना चाहिए, not have. So error is in part C. Who refers to Tanveer. Yes. Now who किसको refer कर रहा है? Talking about Tanveer. जो बाकी प्लेयरों में से एक था और हम उस प्लेयर की बात कर रहे हैं whose name is Tanveer. The next sentence. He did not eat the apple because it tasted bitterly and was slightly rotten. Tasted bitterly. क्या आना चाहिए? Error कहाँ पर है? The error is in part B. And which is the error? Because it should be bitter, not bitterly. It should be bitterly. Having climbed the mountain, they have felt a real sense of achievement. Having climbed the mountain, they have felt a real sense of achievement. Where is the error? Whether it is in part A, part B, part C or part D. If no error, then your answer should be E. कहाँ पर है error? The error is in part C. Now what is in part C? Delete have. Having climbed the mountain, they felt. This word have, this have should not be over here. Having climbed the mountain, they felt a real sense of achievement. Climbing took place first. पहले climbing हुआ, achievement बाद में आई. And the action which finishes first always takes the perfect form. तो ये तो बाद में हुआ था, तो इसके संग have नहीं लगेगा. Climbing took place first, then came the sense of achievement. So having climbed the mountain, they felt a real sense of achievement. Next example for you. He hesitated to accept the past as he did not think the salary would not be enough for a man with a family of 10. Yes, where is the error in this? He hesitated to accept the past as he did not think the salary would not be enough for a man with a family of 10. क्या कोई error है इसके अंदर? नजर आ रही error? The error is in part B as he did not think the salary would not be, नहीं आना चाहिए, would be enough. So would not be is incorrect. This not should be deleted from this example because यहाँ पे he did not लिखा हुआ है. He did not think the salary would be enough. Yes? So this is the error in this sentence. Basic rules of grammar, you should know those rules. So just brush up all the rules of grammar and you will be able to score handsomely. Full marks आएंगे in questions based on error spotting. Next, measles is among those diseases that is curable. What are we talking about? Diseases की बात हो रही है, तो measles is among those diseases that is curable now, or it should be that are curable now. क्या रहना चाहिए सही आंसर? If you feel is curable, then there is no error in this statement. Yes, अगर आपको लगता है is गलत है, तो error वहीं पर है, and the error is in part C, and the correct formation of the sentence is measles are. So measles is among those diseases that are curable and not that is curable. The 14th sentence for you. Every member and the office bearer were aware of this move. Yes, come on quickly. ज़्यादा सोचने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. The sentence is starting with every, each, every. The verb should be singular or plural? Plural? नहीं. Each and every always take a singular verb. So were aware. This is the error over here. हम हर एक member और हर एक office bearer की बात कर रहे हैं, but it should be was and not were. So the error is in part C. Every or each preceding singular subject joined by an calls always for a singular verb. I hope ये rule आपको याद होगा. Next. Senorita was the best of the two in English language. Good. Senorita was the best of the two in English language. When do we use best? More than two. दो की बात कर रहे हैं तो comparative degree आती है. Single की बात करें तो positive degree आती है. Yes, I hope you know this. We have done adjectives. Now identify, is there any error in this? Senorita was the best of the two in English language. And the error is in part B. दो के बीच में best नहीं हो सकते हैं. Senorita was the better of the two. Remember this? Good, better, best. So when we compare two persons, it is or two things, then we always go with the comparative degree, never with the superlative degree. Next example. Yesterday, one of the teacher was called by the office. I have told you this rule. Yes, and please remember this rule. काफी important है. One of is always followed by the plurals. One of के बाद always plurals आएगा. कभी भी singular नहीं रहेगा. So error is in part B. It should have been teachers, not teacher. One of always takes plural. Please remember this important rule. The timing of these strikes were poorly planned by the union. Are we talking about the strikes or the timing? हम बात किसकी कर रहे हैं? Timing की. And the verb depends on the subject, never on the complement. The subject is timing, complement is stars. Is strikes. So verb किसके संग coincide करेगा? The verb should agree with what? It should agree with timing. timing is singular, hence the error is in part B. Instead of were, it should be was. The strikes was poorly planned by the union. Because the verb refers to timings and not strikes. Next, neither the manager nor the accountant were able to report on the company's progress. Neither the manager nor the accountant were able to report on the company's progress. Neither nor, either or, not only but also, these three connectors. In this, the verb always agrees with the subject nearest to it. अगर नियरेस्ट होगा सिंगुलर तो वर्ब शुड बी सिंगुलर. यहाँ पे दो है, मैनेजर एंड अकाउंटेंट, तो बट इट शुड द वर्ब शुड अग्री विथ व्हाट? द वर्ब शुड अग्री विथ अकाउंटेंट. जब अकाउंटेंट इज सिंगुलर, एरर कहाँ पर है? द एरर इज इन पार्ट बी. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ वर इट शुड हैव बीन वॉज. तो वॉज इज द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस. लेट्स चेक अप द आंसर. द एरर इज इन पार्ट बी. So it should be was able and not were able. For two nouns joined by neither nor always calls for a singular verb. And if one of them is singular, the other is plural. अगर noun numbers change होते हैं, then the verb will always agree with the subject nearest to it. If इसके अंदर accountants होता, if this accountants would have been there, फिर आपका आंसर हो जाता no error. क्यों? The verb would have agreed with accountants, but in this our statement says singular accountant है, hence it should be was over here. Please remember this as well. चलते हैं. विराट कोहली runs faster than any cricket player in the team. क्या है कोई एरर इसके अंदर? ध्यान से देखो. See this sentence carefully. Can you identify any error in this? If any. क्या है क्या कोई एरर इसके अंदर? विराट कोहली रन्स फास्टर. फाइन, नो डाउट तेज भागता. ही रन्स फास्टर देन एनी क्रिकेट प्लेयर. If this any cricket player includes विराट कोहली also. जब क्रिकेट प्लेयरों की बात कर रहे हैं तो विराट कोहली also is a cricket player. तो विराट कोहली अपने आप से ज़्यादा तेज थोड़ी भाग सकता है. So what is the error over here? विराट कोहली runs faster than any other cricket player. This other player आना चाहिए. He should be excluded from the group. The error is in part C and the error कहाँ पर है? Then any other cricket player. Rules of adjectives. Next, he is the only one of the men who are making this survey. He is the only one of the men who are making this survey. Survey this sentence. Try to find out if any error. Read the sentences very carefully, friends. And if you read this sentence, the error is in part C. And क्या है? Who is? He is the only one of the men who are. हम एक की बात कर रहे हैं. एक की बात कर रहे हैं. Who are. So how this error spotting becomes tricky. But ध्यान से करोगे. There is no difficulty ever in such type of sentences. And if you are thorough with the rules, no doubt, bingo, you can score full marks. Our mill is the only one of the mills which have shown a profit this year. Similar ground पे sentence है. चलो फटाफट. Where is the error? Identify it very quickly. Is the error in part A? No. Is the error in part B? No. One of is followed by plurals. Fine. यहाँ तक कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Which have shown a profit this year. So where is the error in this sentence? The error is in part C. And part C के अंदर कहाँ पर है? Which has. Why? We are talking about only one or the mills. So one will take singular and singular कौन से होते हैं? अगर confusion होता है. Again that rule. All the verbs ending with S are singular. S or ES is, हैज सिंगुलर, आर, हैव प्लूरल के संग जाएंगे, इस चीज को याद रख लेना अगेन. So the error is in part C. Instead of have, it should have been has. Mr. Sharma is the only one of the teachers who are receiving an award of merit this year. Again, one of the example आ गया, very important. Hence, I am highlighting and focusing on these type of examples. Or yeah, one of the basis you can expect questions. So always remember, one of the के संग always it should be plurals. तो यहाँ पे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Who are receiving वो भी सही लग रहा है. So where is the error in part C? Yes, one of a टीचर्स के संग कोइंसाइड नहीं करना है इसको. हम इसको किससे करेंगे? With are. So it should be have, is and not are. ये है error इसके अंदर. Yes. Sample of practice given where one of the only का examples are concerned. Let's move on with the journey. His wife and mother were standing beside him. His wife and mother. His wife and mother. One cannot be wife as well as mother. So the sentence has been framed incorrectly. Error is in part B. क्या आना चाहिए? His wife and his mother. Yes. His wife and mother. Illogical thing. His wife and his mother were standing beside him. So this is the correct sentence. So any type of examples you can expect where error spotting is concerned. We judge our friends both by what they say and their actions. We judge our friends both by what they say and their actions. Error है, नजर आ रहा है? Looks as if something in part D. Check करते हैं. Yes, the error is in part D and something is skipped over here. And क्या है? यहाँ पे by what they say and by their action. So this word by should be used over here. ये by आना चाहिए यहाँ पे. By their actions. Either the president or the secretary have an option to donate funds. Very clear cut. Either or. Both are singular subjects. Yes, दो singular subjects है. President, secretary. Either or क्या लेता है? Singular. Singular verb means verb with s or es. तो यहाँ पे has an option to donate funds. So this is the correct statement. The error is in part C. Two nouns joined by neither nor always calls for a singular verb. Next. This is not the first time I am heard of your insubordination. This is not the first time I am heard. Yes, when you read this sentence, when you hear this sentence somebody speaking, आपको लगेगा कुछ तो अटपटा है. Something is not sounding properly. I am heard, मैं सुना चाहता हूँ या मैंने सुना था. I have heard, ये होना चाहिए. So error is in part C. I have heard and not I am heard. Next, 27. I want to know as to why you did not attend the office yesterday. Again, a nice sentence. This is one of those sentences in which many students feel there is no error. But friends, read the sentence very carefully. There is an error and the error is in part B. I want to know as to क्यों आएगा? I want to know why. I want to know, I want to know as to की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. I want to know why you did not attend the office yesterday. We never say it is grammatically incorrect to say I want to know as to why you did not. I am sure you will get through in the examination. Again, something related to pronouns. ध्यान से देखो. Read the sentence. I am sure you will get through in the exam. Get through in the examination क्या होता है? I am sure you will get through. Delete in over here. Yes, I am sorry. The error तो इसके अंदर आएगा. This should be deleted. The error will be in part C. The typing error from my side. The error will be in part C in this example. Yes, ये जो in है, this should not be reflected. We always see through, not see through in, or get through in. Get through something, not get through in something. Today I met a lady who was my teacher 15 years ago. I met a lady who was my teacher 15 years ago. आपको भी शायद अपने पुराने टीचर्स कभी मिलते होंगे. उसी से रिलेटेड है एग्जाम्पल. How this sentence should be framed correctly. The error is in past C. Who was my teacher is incorrect. Who had been my teacher. जो मेरी टीचर हुआ करती थी is the correct formation of this example. Sentence number 30 for you. The reason why she is absent today is because her husband is unwell. The reason why she is absent today is because her husband is unwell. And the error is in part D. Replace because with that. The reason why she is absent today is that her husband is unwell. Yes, again some typing error. ये C होना चाहिए. This should be C. ये D cancel करना. The answer is C over here. Because is that. The reason is that. Reason because नहीं, reason के संग that आएगा. Yeah, replace because with that. Finally, for some more examples for quick practice. I never remember to have met this gentleman in Mumbai. कहाँ पर है error? Spot the error, if any, very quickly. I'll give you some time to spot the error. And the error is in part A. I never. Some answers. I never remember. नहीं. I do not remember to have met this gentleman in Mumbai. So error is I never remember. नहीं. I never remember का मतलब क्या होता है? मैं कभी याद नहीं रख सकता. Becomes a habit. मुझे याद नहीं है. This should be the sentence ना. I never remember. मैं कभी याद नहीं रख सकता. ये वो एग्जाम्पल नहीं है. मुझे याद नहीं था. So याद नहीं था. तो I do not remember. This should be the error over here. So never should replace with do not. Yes. Nice important sentence. Example for you. Next, they have purchased many items of furniture for their new bungalow. They have purchased many items of furniture for their new bungalow. Where is the error? The error is in part C. Part C के अंदर क्या है? Furnitures कभी यूज नहीं होता है. Furniture plural is furniture. We never use this term furnitures. Hair, hair. Sheep, sheep. Sheeps is incorrect. Hairs goes incorrect. Furnitures is incorrect. Furniture का plural also is furniture. One of my students told me that she had failed in mathematics. So sad. One of my students told me that she had failed in mathematics. Yes, come on, quick. Guess karo, what is the error? Or which part is the error? Error in part A? No. Error in part B? शायद नहीं. Error in part C? नहीं. See carefully. Error in part B. ध्यान से पढ़ो सेंटेंस को वापस. One of my student. One of is always followed by plurals, never by singulars. So one of my students. ये आना चाहिए. So the error is in part B. Next, Sandra is more cleverer than any other girl of her age. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. These are the degrees of comparison. And we cannot use double comparative. It cannot be more and cleverer. Cleverer itself is a comparative degree. So more cleverer का मतलब क्या होता है? More clever. So Sandra cannot be more clever than any other girl. This is incorrect. Double comparatives are never used. So the error is in part B. The error is in part B. Next, harder you work, the better marks you get. No doubt it applies. The more you work, the better marks you score. In this, कहाँ पर है error? Harder you work, the at before, the harder you work, the better. Yes, यहाँ से देखो the better है. So the harder you work, the better you'll score. Nice example this one. Next, we threw out some old furniture so that the new television set has enough space. We threw out some old furniture so that the new television set has enough space. Which part has an error? कहीं पर है error? Yes, it looks error is in part C. Why? The main clause starts with the past tense. The subordinate always should be in the past tense except for universal facts. So through past tense use हुआ है. Through is the past tense. Throw, threw, thrown. And now we are using present tense. So error यहाँ पर है. Has should be replaced with had. Yes, this should be changed to had. I hope this sentence is clear. Moving on ahead with the next example. This small table will collapse if you will stand on it. Remember your rules of tenses, future tense, two future clauses. यहाँ पे नजर आ रहे हैं आपको? That small table will collapse if you will stand on it. The error कहाँ पर है? The error is in part C. The new table will collapse if you will stand is incorrect. This should not be there. Two future clauses cannot be there. If you stand on it, this is the correct answer. And यहाँ पे क्या है? Remove will after you. This to will cannot be there. To will cannot be there. Some more sentences. Children often quarrel on petty issue. Children often quarrel on petty issue. Small sentence. छोटे बच्चे अक्सर झगड़ा करते हैं छोटी बातों पे. कहाँ पर है error? Children often quarrel on. We never say quarrel on. Incorrect use of pronoun है यहाँ पर. The error is in part B. It's not quarrel on. It should be quarrel over. Yes, quarrel के संग on नहीं लगेगा. Quarrel should take over. The penultimate sentence for today. To transport goods by sea is cheaper than land. अब तो sentence आ जाना चाहिए. कहाँ पर है error? To transport goods by sea is cheaper than land. What are we comparing out? The cost of transporting. यहाँ पे किससे compare कर रहे हैं? Land से. So the error is in part A? No. Part B? नहीं sir. The error is in part C? Yes sir. The error is in part C. And what is the error? C के अंदर then that of land. Should be replaced with the land. Then replace with then that of the land. And चलते हैं the last example for today. He went on committing crime after crime, but in spite of my best efforts, I could not prevent him to do so. Friends, read this sentence very carefully. Identify the error. Spot the error अगर हो इसमें तो. कर लिया? Are you able to spot the error? If you are able to spot the error, it's appreciable. Yes. थोड़ा सा tricky sentence है and the error is in part D. D part के अंदर error होना चाहिए. And prevent him to do so is incorrect. It should have been prevent him from doing so. So he went on committing crime after crime, but in spite of my best efforts, I could not prevent him from doing so. So this is the place where the error is here. It should be from doing so. ये replace करना चाहिए यहाँ पे. So friends, we have done some important questions based on error spotting. So please practice these type of sentences. And the foremost thing, the most important thing is go through your notes of grammar. Go through the important rules where grammar is concerned, because error spotting many times can be tricky. But you don't have to be scared of it. Full marks score करिए, तैयारी करिए, study regularly, practice, practice and practice, and सफलता आपके कदम चूमेगी. So this is all for today. Thank you all and all the very best.